Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Deepika and this is your digital classroom. Today I'm back with a new lesson, a poem, The Bangle Sellers by Sarojini Naidu. Yes, we all know that Sarojini Naidu was also called the Nightingale of India by Mahatma Gandhi. Why? Because of the color, imagery and lyrical quality in her writings. This poem is a song by the Bangle Sellers. They tell us how rich India is when it comes to this small thing, bangles, like how it is categorically divided for each age group of women, be it a maiden, a bride, middle-aged women or older women. We have got bangles for different kinds, different age group of women. This is what the poem is about. Sarojini Naidu was an important presence in the freedom struggle and worked alongside Gandhiji. Her birthday is celebrated as Women's Day. We all know this, to recognize the powerful voices of women in India's history. So this was all about Sarojini Naidu. Now we would read the poem, The Bangle Sellers. The very first paragraph you would see, the Bangle Sellers are telling the readers that what they are carrying, where they are carrying, and these things, what they are carrying, are for whom. They are going to tell us that in the very first stanza of the poem. The title of the poem is justified because Bangle Sellers are at the heart of the story, are at the heart of this poem. Let us read the first paragraph. Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. Shining loads, referring to the bangles, the shiny bangles that the bangle sellers are carrying. So they are describing themselves. Bangle sellers are we who bear these shiny bangles to where? To the temple fair. Yes. Now she's asking a rhetorical question to the readers. Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted circles of light? Who is going to buy these things? Very beautifully it is described. The bangles, they are delicate, like they can break quite easily. They are bright, shiny, and they are rainbow-tinted circles of light. The variety of color a rainbow has, same way the shining loads that these bangle sellers are carrying, they have also got beautiful colored bangles with them, which is referred as rainbow tinted colors of light. Lustrous tokens of radiant light. So this rhetorical question that the poetess writes over here, she asks the reader, it is who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted colors of light? She herself is answering over here, lustrous tokens of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives. Alright, lustrous, glossy, it is a symbol, tokens of radiant lives. These bangles are tokens for the radiant lives, bright lives. Of whom? Of happy daughters and happy wives. For happy and joyful daughters and wives, these bangles are carried to the temple fair. Now from the second paragraph we will see that the poetess is literally dividing the bangles in particular categories, like the color of the bangles. So in the second paragraph we will see how she is talking about a different kind of bangle for a maiden. Then she would talk about a different color of bangle for a bride, and then comes the middle-aged or older women. So in this poem you must see the beauty of language that she uses, Indianness of this poem, and it is symbolic to joy and prosperity. Also, the colors of bangles are compared to various types or various stages of women, various stages of life of a woman. Moving on to the second paragraph. Some are made for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Some is referring to the shining loads, that I was reading just now. First paragraph, second line. So these are the shining lords, the bangles are meet, fit. These bangles are fit for a maiden's wrist. Maiden, young girls. Yes, these bangles are fit for the maiden's wrist. What is the color? Silver and blue as the mountain mist. So these bangles are having a color which is silver and blue compared to mountain mist. Mountain mist, an imagery used in this poem. So if you imagine mountain, clouds, mist and the sky, what color can you imagine? Yes, it is white and blue. So therefore, silver and blue is the color of the bangles, which is suitable for a maiden's wrist, a young girl's wrist. Some are flushed, some bangles are flushed, like the buds that dream. Flushed, pink and red glow. Flushed is referring to some bangles are having the shade of pink and red, like the buds that dream. Buds here is also referring to the young girls. Okay, the chastity and innocence of the young girl who is probably dreaming of marriage. So this here buds is referring to the young girl. That dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. What is tranquil? It is calm. Brow, top. Of a woodland stream. Woodland is referring to the forest. The buds which are present just beside the woodland stream. He's talking about those buds. They are having this beautiful blushing color on themselves, like pink and red. That is the color the poetess is talking about. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves. Underline cleaves and write down slices. Aglow, glowing. To the limpid glory of newborn leaves. Limpid, transparent. Newborn leaves, they are very fragile, isn't it? So what is the poetess telling us in the last two lines? Some of the bangles have the color of the newborn leaves. What happens to the newborn leaves? They are not properly dark green in colored, but they are light, and when sunlight falls on them, the sunlight cleaves them, slices them, and the beautiful glowing color that is there on the leaf is the color of the bangle sellers are talking about for the maiden's wrist. All right, moving on to the third paragraph. Some are like fields of sunlit corn. Some bangles are like the fields of sunlit corn. A cornfield, we all know it is bright yellow. When sunlight falls on it, it looks like golden yellow. So the poetess is talking here about that colored bangles, golden colored bangles. Meet for a bride on her bridal morn. So these bangles are suitable for whom? For the bride who's going to get married. Bridal morn is referring to the morning of her marriage. Some bangles are like the flame of a marriage fire, the ritual fire, the color of it orangish, red, yellow. So some bangles are also of the color of the ritual fire, the marriage fire. Or rich with the hue of her heart's desire. What is the color of our heart's desire? Yes, red. So some of the bangles are also having the color of our heart's desire. Now the poetess describes these bangles by using some adjectives. Tinkling, luminous, tender and clear. These bangles are tinkling, making beautiful sound. Sound of the bangles. Luminous, shiny. Tender, fragile, delicate. And clear. These are transparent. Like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. These bangles are just portraying the emotion of the bride who is happy and sad at the same time. Bridal laughter is referring to the happiness that the bride has. She's getting married, so she's very happy. And at the same time, there is bridal tear also because she's going to leave the house where she had lived since her childhood forever and go to the groom's house. So this is how these bangles also accomplish to whatever emotions the girl has on her marriage day. The girl is going to be someone's wife, so her emotions are also represented by these bangles. Some are purple and gold flecked grey. Some bangles are purple colored with dots of gold, flecked grey, dots of gold. For she who has journeyed through life midway. So these bangles are for whom? For older or middle-aged women who had journeyed almost to her midway. Whose hands have cherished, whose love had blessed, whose hand have cherished, whose love has blessed. Blessed means blessing, blessed. And cradled fair sons on her faithful breast. And she had brought up fair sons on her faithful breast. How devoted she was to bring her child. Like how she took care of her child. Mother's love. It is talking about mother's love. And serves her household in fruitful pride. And she serves her household also in complete pride. She takes a lot of pride as she has taken the entire responsibility of the household. She feels independent. She feels good about the responsibility that she has taken and worships the gods at her husband's side. So the husband is also given the same position as the god is given. So she also worships her husband just like she worships God. And listen to this carefully. She takes a lot of pride in doing this. She has no complaint that she's looking after her child. She's taking care of the house. She is responsible for the entire household. It doesn't matter. She takes a lot of pride in this. So for these happy and proud women also, there are bangles too. So here in the entire poem, we see how there is, celebration of a woman's life is shown. This also shows the various stages of a woman's life, and it shows Indian lives and role of the bangle sellers. How these bangle sellers are brightening up the lives of these women. So it's a beautiful poem. Yes, it is about our India. So definitely it's a very emotional poem. I'm sure you can relate many things with this poem regarding the bangles and Sarojini Naidu, how she writes beautifully about India and its diverse culture and the good things that India has. I believe you have understood the poem. If you have liked and understood the poem, do not forget to like and subscribe this video. Alright? Take care and have a good day.